Welcome back once again to another Worthless Mutts. I'm your host, Gore the Dog Butcher. This is episode number 4545, and I'm calling this one Hate Dogs. It's okay. Originally, what I wanted to do was, look for stories, testimonies of people, I guess children, spouses, boyfriend, girlfriend, etc., that were forced to be around dogs. I didn't find exactly what I wanted, and when I searched, people being forced to be around dogs, etc., etc., all that came up was, I hate my family's dog, I hate my mom's dog, hate my husband's dog, etc. So I said, like the old saying says, if you have lemons, make lemonade, and that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be making some hateful, hateful lemonade in this episode, once again called Hate Dogs. It's okay. And it's great to be back. I hope everyone has had a dog-free weekend and a dog-free week. Very long week for me. Very long. I wouldn't say long, but I'm working 8 hours a day, and I'm on my feet I'm suffering from planters. I call them planters on both feet. So I'm working 8 hours on my feet, and my feet each day are killing me. Each day they are killing me. They start off great in the morning. By end of my shift, I can barely walk. And as soon as I get home, all I do is just sit and do nothing. My feet hurt me so bad that all I do is sit and just do nothing. So that's why all week I haven't been able to make any videos, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm grateful for the opportunity to be working at the place I'm working at. And I'm also grateful to be back here on YouTube, even though YouTube can be, it's like this love-hate relationship with YouTube. I've been on YouTube since it began, 2006. YouTube began, the Google YouTube officially began in 2005. I came on YouTube since 2006. That's when YouTube had the 5-star ratings. It had the 5-star ratings. It was back then. YouTube was very educational. I remember saying to myself back then, YouTube is really good. YouTube is the new TV because it had so much things that are educational, from either history, science, remote animals, all these things. Everything was there. It was not like you see it today with all these obnoxious channels, and it wasn't as toxic as it was today, as it was today. And to see how YouTube has changed. They got rid of the 5-star rating. They got rid of the thumbs down. Before, when you press thumbs down on a comment, you actually saw numbers. But now it's this love-hate relationship. I hate YouTube for their strike system. I hate YouTube because they're a corporation. But I like YouTube because it's a platform that you get to share your side of things. Whether I agree or disagree, I think people have a right to speak about anything. I surely believe in free speech. I'm not someone that will say I believe in free speech, and complain when you speak. If you have something to say, I'd rather you say it than not say it. My motto is I'd rather you be an honest racist than being a closet racist where you keep it all inside. I'd rather you be out there. If you're out there and you're racist and you're honest about that, I'll respect that. I mean, your choice. Again, I can't convince anyone to like anyone. It's your choice. But if you're like a closet, behind your back kind of person, that's way more dangerous. That is dangerous. And then my other motto is, secrets are one of the most lethal weapons there is. The secrets are very powerful because sometimes what you don't know can actually hurt you. And there's that saying, what you don't know can hurt you, which I somewhat disagree because, again, secrets can hurt you. It's like your friend is talking behind your back. You have no idea. 5 years later, it comes out that it strikes you and it hurts you a lot. And you become depressed, stressed out, etc., etc. But anyways, I guess we can get started. I'm going to try not to... I know last video I spent 2 hours talking about the Cesar Millan and dog trainers. My goal is to stop around an hour. I'm not saying exactly an hour, maybe 50 minutes or a little bit past the hour. I'm going to try to stay within that. I'm trying my best not to go back 2 hours. Because I, for one, I cannot watch videos that are very long either. Usually what I do, if I'm watching a very long video, I'm going to pause it maybe at 30 minutes, 45 minutes, take a break, maybe a day, maybe a week, whatever the case may be. Then I come back and I finish the video. So I understand watching a 2-hour video is long. Our video can be long, but again, I have some things that, again, we gotta shine the light on this thing. We really do have to shine the light, and that's what I am here for. All right, let's get started. Sometimes this thing doesn't want to cooperate. All right, first thing, I hate dogs, but I'm insecure. Oftentimes when I search, I hate dogs or hate dogs on Google, one of the first articles that I see is often this article, and I hate it because I feel like this person is groveling and pleading to dog haters, to dog lovers. I feel this person says, I hate dogs, but I'm not a horrible human being. I swear this part, it seems like she's, trying to plead with dog lovers. Hey, don't hurt me. I'm still a good person. It's like she's looking up to these dog lovers. And that should never be the case. As dog haters should be looking down at these dog lovers. Because they're the ones with this disease-ridden filth. They're the ones with this smelly, disgusting dog. They're the ones picking up crap. And now I heard someplace they have to bring a bottle and have their dog pee in a bottle. So now they're picking up crap and carrying a bottle full of dog piss while carrying a worthless mutt. We dog haters, we have nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. But these dog lovers have lost their dignity, their self-respect. They have lost their mind. So we should not be, pleading and groveling to them. I'm not a horrible human being. No, I know. Who cares what they think? A lot of people are so afraid to tell people they hate dogs because of this whole dog stigma. I say, who cares? Who cares? And that's probably why, again, that adds on to why so many dog lovers think everyone loves dogs. Because some people who hate dogs, who don't like dogs, will pretend and fake to like dogs just to fit in. So now everyone's pretending, so now this dog lover is going to think everyone likes dogs. Every person they see likes them. They're not saying they hate dogs. So being a pretender and a faker is almost as bad as being a dog a lover. Like I said, secrets. This kind of goes back to what I just said. I didn't plan for that, but secrets are powerful. No, not secrets. The being racist, I said. I have more respect for someone who was open racist than someone who's in the closet as a racist. And the same thing with these dog lovers. A lot of them pretend. They're closet dog haters. And they're pretending. And this is probably why a lot of dog lovers think everyone loves dogs. When truth is, my guess is maybe at least a quarter of dog lovers around the world actually hate dogs, but they're afraid to say it because they want to fit in. They don't want to be offensive. They don't want to be attacked. They want to be, all that crap. But for me, I don't care. I hate dogs. I've said it to people. I hate dogs. I hate dogs. Say it again. I hate dogs. I was scrolling through the comments, and as I was prepping for this around the same date, she had posted a comment regarding this topic being controversial. And you scroll through the comments, and it's these dog lovers are like I said, they're mean. They're mean. This person says, "F you, all dogs should be all the dogs should have teared you should have teared you to shreds by now. Anyone who hates animals as dogs, again, dogs aren't real animals. There's something dark and wicked about them. And I thank God for all those in the world that are fighting hard." Maybe to say these live. I can't even finish it because it's so repulsive. So again, I understand. I get it a little bit because she's saying this, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you say I'm not if you say it like this or not. These dog haters, these dog lovers are going to be pretty mean. Pretty mean. And I say, who cares? We have nothing to lose. And everything we say about dog lovers, or that I've said about dog lovers, is right. Dog lovers are rude. They're disrespectful. They have no self-respect. They're reckless. They're filthy. They stink. They some are ugly. Some are just horrible people. And this is just an example of what these dog nuts are. And this is just a few. There's over 1,000 of comments, and I bet at least half are people attacking this individual. But that's how it goes. I mean, if you hate dogs, you gotta have thick skin. You have to have thick skin. You can't allow these dog nuts to bully you, to make you pretend to like dogs. You can't do that. All right, we're gonna go through some Reddit topics. This is one that I seen earlier this week as I was prepping for this, and as I click, it's gone. So my guess is this person was probably attacked. This person was attacked by other dog nuts, and they got really upset about that, and they deleted that. You can't do that. You can't be afraid of these dog nuts and what they say. You can't. You gotta have thick skin. This person says, "I hate my family dog." I'm not gonna read all of it, but I've been hyperventilating in my kitchen for the past 15 minutes. My dog got stains on my mom's new rug and carpet. We've just moved into this house, and they've been extremely anal about stains or scratches because they paid a lot for it. I understand that, but the dog is a lab pit mix. Extremely high energy with no training. Double He runs away for 20 minutes at a time. And it's exhausting to take care of him and the kids that I'm forced to babysit most of the week. So I end up leaving him in his crate. So this person, again, goes through a lot with this dog. And this is what I mean about being forced to live with these things. It's not good. It really isn't good. And she also adds, the dog's driving her nuts. He harasses other animals, refuses to listen to me. He chews everything in the house. Ugh. Horrible. Uh, and like I said, some people just shouldn't own dogs. Also, some people should not have giving care of other creatures. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I have 3 dogs that F up royally consistently. So again, it's the same person? No, different person. But I just laugh at it and go about my day. So their dogs mess up. This person just laughs about it and just moves on. It's not like they're tiny dogs and I can just pick up and move. I love them to death and everything they do. So this is full dog nuttery. The dog just shouldn't be in your family's care in general, etc., etc. And the person says, call no-kill shelters and anyone who you believes is an animal person and find it a better home. I say, just kill it. Just kill these things. Get rid of them. And if there is a doggy heaven, just let them go to doggy heaven. Like, why are you letting them suffer here? Here's another one. I hate my parents' dog. This was back in 2018. I'm not a big fan of pets at all in general anyway, but I understand other people get very sentimental about them. So despite my worries, I said it was okay for my parents to bring their dog over for Christmas. They usually leave it with friends, but that was not possible this year. I bloody hate the thing. I've got a toddler. A 5-month-old baby. It's just been a nightmare. It chews up my children's toys. It climbs on the sofa, which it's allowed to do at my parents' house, so they don't tell it off, and I don't feel I can. So here we have again another person that has to deal with dogs, and they hate this particular dog. And this says he was home alone with the dog, and the dog howled consistently and scratched the door and keeps trying to come upstairs. It shat all over the living room floor. Ugh, I'm gonna stop there. We all know the setting. Again, this is why no one should own these things, man. They're filthy, man. There's nothing wrong with being dogless. You're dogless. Only thing you have to worry about is yourself. Like, what's wrong with that? Yeah, so there. So some of the comments have been very sincere, but overall, yeah. So again, there's just another story, another example of someone that hates their parents' dogs. Here's another one from Reddit about 4 years ago. I dislike my mother's dog so much. My mother got a whatever you, whoa, like whoa, it's like mixed with everything. My sophomore year of college to cope with being an empty nester. So this person got a dog because her daughter went to college and she didn't want to be an empty nester. Okay. I feel like that the mix is a recipe for trouble. Obnoxious, barking, short temper, insecure, can be very bitey. When she was a puppy, she was kind and playful. What else? Again, like, other than that, those puppies that, attack that 2-year-old. What else? Even puppies are dangerous. I was just about to say, like, what else can a puppy do? But even puppies are dangerous. She adds, I even trained to do some tricks like paw down, roll over, and up. So you pretty much enslaved the thing. After 2 years, this dog became a straight up maniac. Anytime it went close to my mother, dog would run up and try to attack me. So this person can't even go up to her mother without this dog being a nuisance. Yeah, I can't hand my mother anything because the dog will attack my ankles. For example, if I pass her the remote, I usually toss it or leave it at the table. So she's living like a prisoner, pretty much in her own home, and allowing this dog to dictate her actions. That's not right. So this mother, because her daughter was away for college, she gets a dog. And one of the reasons why people get dogs because they're lonely. They need companionship. Really, a dog. Like, this is a strange world. A strange world. This person has a cat. I hand raised her since her feral mother was killed by a car. I found her. I'm not gonna read all this, but you guys get the point. Badly behaved dogs owned by people who should really stick to stuffed animals. And again, it's yes, it is also part like it is also the owner's responsibility. Also the owner's fault if a dog is aggressive. Initially, the first person response is the owner because they're the ones bringing these dogs in. They're the ones causing. They're the ones opening the door for attacks and problems. Yeah, the dog's also accountable for their actions too, yes. But these dog lovers, these dog owners, are the ones causing this. They're the ones causing this. And I hate dogs, yes. I do hate the dog. I hate the dog. I hate the dog for what it is. I've always hated dog as a child, always. But these owners, these dog lovers are also responsible. The media, the dog industry should also be held responsible for this, things like this. And they're not saying anything. They're just giving away dogs left and right and not saying anything, worshiping dogs, but they ignore how vile and problematic these dogs are. I'm gonna go with this real quickly. So again, as I'm looking for some content, there's a lot of clickbaits. There's a lot of clickbait articles out there that will say I hate my dog, but as you're reading through it and you get to the end, this person is all lovey-dovey with the dog. This person actually loves dogs. So the titles of some of these articles are clickbait. Very clickbait, and I get it. I think they do that to ignite some dog lovers. Oh, this person hates dogs, and they get them heated. And by the end, they're like, oh, this person really likes dogs, and these dog lovers probably get like dopamine for just reading things, reading about like dog loving garbage. This person adds Fig. That's the name of the dog. Apparently, is like a boyfriend who calls too much and then whines, sulks, and paws at you when you don't let him bury his snout in your crotch. But here's the key difference between my dog and a boyfriend. I can't break up with him. I would no sooner rehome him than I would send my kids to live with strangers. This is what they said. I made a commitment that day in the animal shelter, and I'm sticking by Fig until the end of his days. This person again, clickbait. I hate my dog, and this is what you get. Clickbait. And just letting you guys know, there's a lot of clickbait articles out there. People will have these titles. They're thinking, oh, this person hates dogs too. You read it, and they have things like this. They have things like, I would no sooner rehome him than I would send my kids to live with strangers. That's what this dognet says. Wait a second. Oh, yeah. I hate my dog. Fears of dogs are rational. Hopefully this one is not... All right, so this article says, I hate my dog, 5 reasons plus what to do. I hate my dog. The reasons why, usually that someone may hate a dog, is too much daily care. The dog licks and slobbers. The dog smells, barks at nothing, defecates in the house. And they're also, I hate dogs and I'm scared of them. And, and this article is just about, leading people to back to dogs. And again, like the title says, being afraid of dogs is rational. There's nothing wrong being afraid of dogs. Being afraid of dogs is a prevention mechanism. Because if you're afraid of dogs, you do your best to stay far away from them. For example, you're going to a party and your friends or family has a dog there. I'm not going. And this way, you're going to a park that is going to have a lot of dogs there. Hey, I'm not going. So being scared of dogs is totally rational. They also add, dog phobias are irrational and intense fears. That's what they said. And I'm telling you, it's very rational. There's nothing wrong being afraid of dogs. Nothing wrong. Because they're dangerous. And when I was outside earlier, I was thinking, shouldn't dogs, this might sound far-fetched, but I'm thinking, shouldn't dogs be also poisonous and dangerous too? I'm saying poisonous because usually if they bite you, you're going to be infected with something. Whatever the case, you're going to be infected with some kind of disease and you have a high chance of dying. So I'm thinking, shouldn't dogs also be labeled as poisonous in a way? Because they've killed people. They can bite you, nip you. A few days later, you're sick. A few days later, you're dead because of the dog bite. And I might be wrong with that, but I'm just thinking, dogs should be counted as poisonous as well. They're full of diseases. They're full of bugs, parasites, all those things. Once they touch you, once they live in your house, you end up being sick usually. And sometimes you end up dying because of the dog. And you're going to say, or the dog's going to say they don't know what's wrong. But the truth is, oftentimes, it's likely coming from the dog, whether it's been vaccinated or not. Yeah. So again, it's just baffling that they would call dog phobias irrational and intense fears. How is it irrational? If I've never lived with a dog, and I felt the best ever. If I ever lived with a dog, I don't know what I would feel or do, because it would be, man. I don't know. I wouldn't even want to imagine it. Wouldn't want to imagine it, because I've hated dogs as a child. Hated them. Like I said before, I've watched cartoons with dogs. Some of those cartoons, I love them. One of the best cartoons ever. But I still hate dogs. Hate them. Hate them. Hate them. I used to watch Lassie. I like Lassie. Lassie's a dog show. But I still hate dogs. I like the Clifford cartoon. Arthur had a dog in it. To name a few, but I still hate dogs. I watched too many pit bull attack videos, and now I'm deathly afraid for my kids. So I was at the band pit bulls on Reddit, because I also believe that they're too aggressive, but I've seen so many videos how pit bulls just simply turn around the corner and attack kids. We've seen multiple videos on YouTube, other channels that have shown Dogs attacking not just kids, but just other dogs as well for no reason. Pit bull's fine for a second. The other dog passes by out of a blink of an eye. This pit bull attacks the other dog. What? Just for walking? Like what? Now I can't see without thinking about it. My kids play outside in the front yard. No thanks to my in-laws, and I'm worried some random pit bull will come around and attack my kids. I do have a fear of dogs. I do have a fear of pit bulls. And when I'm in the backyard, I know there's a few pit bulls in the area. There's one literally behind my backyard. It's huge. Like it's huge. And if it wanted to, this thing could jump over those fences. And I'm in the garden back on my backyard, and I'm always wondering, like, I'm always anticipating that day, that moment a dog is going to be loose. Like, I'm anticipating it. I'm dreading it. I know it's going to happen soon. Like, I know it's going to happen soon. One day. There's maybe, as I know of, at least six pit bulls. 6 pit bulls in the area where I live. At least, probably more. And I just dread the day. And again, being afraid of pit bulls is irrational, but you shouldn't allow it to control you like the way this person is. Like, you sleep and you think about it? Nah, you shouldn't allow that. And you should always be prepared. Always be prepared. But don't allow it to live in your head. Pit bulls to own you in your head. As for the sales, I'm definitely afraid of pits and rots, but my youngest son family has 2 of them, and it took a while to go buy them, but now I love them. She became a dog nut or a pit nut. Dude, if you're spending all day reading posts and watching videos about how evil and scary a certain thing is, of course you're gonna fear that thing. I didn't. I just naturally hated dogs. I just hated them. I hated them even before I knew they could attack and kill people. I have seriously never met a vicious pity. I know some are, just other dog breeds have vicious members. I don't believe for a second that pits you see with families are just straining at the leash to get to you, to bite you. I think you've developed a phobia, which is unfortunate, but you can get, that's an insult. This is an insult. But you can get treatment. Man. Only ones that need treatments are dog nuts, including pit bull nuts. Person says it's normal and rational. Don't be naive like some people and most powerful, dangerous dogs risking their life for nothing and attempting to turn it into something it is not. I gotta find my my clapper. 1 second. Yeah, I gotta give this guy some props. And this person, again, the response they often get, Chihuahuas are aggressive. You know, they're comparing a Chihuahua to a pit bull. I'm not saying Chihuahuas can't be dangerous or vile, but you probably have, it'd probably take a while for a Chihuahua to kill you than a pit bull to. Pit bull could probably kill you in an instant. Chihuahuas, it might take maybe 2 hours at least. Maybe. I don't know. I really don't know. So yeah, there are some comps. Not going to go through all of them. But if you're interested, again, you could always search the title on Reddit or on Google. It'll show up. Let's see what this person has to say. I'm a sufferer of severe cynophobia, fear of dogs, up to the point where I get blind rage when people obsess over them. This person says again, damn, that sucks to be you. Dogs are awesome. The funny part is your body language from your phobia makes dogs freak the F out around you. See, this is a problem with dogs again. Dogs are the only ones that have to attack you for acting or doing something, jumping, running, screaming. Only ones. I pass by birds. I have a chipmunk that's like lives like right by my entrance of my house. I pass by squirrels, rabbits, frogs, snapping turtles, fish, cats, and none of them, whether I jumped, yelled, ran, seagulls, none of them attacked me. None of them lunged at me, but it's only dogs. Only dogs, excuse my language, but it's only dogs that can be this retarded. Only dogs that can attack you for just running, for being nervous. No other animal does that. No other animal does that. Real animals don't do that, but only dogs. And this guy is trying to justify it and trying to be mean and rude towards someone like this. And this is why I hate dog owners. I hate dog lovers. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. They're also responsible for this. Again, they're kind of right. It's not the dog's fault. It is the owner's fault because they keep bringing these dogs into the community. They keep shoving them down people's faces. But I'm not saying the dog is not responsible. The dog is responsible too. I hate dogs. Dogs are the ones killing people. But it's these owners that are bringing them into the community over and over again. And having people like this spew this nonsense, man. And this person says, I was scared of dogs for a long time in my youth too. Part of the problem was I never got an opportunity to become comfortable around them. All I knew was that they had sharp teeth and I wanted to stay held them. You know this was going. You guys can read it. You guys know this is going. And I said this before. Being comfortable around dogs is the worst thing you can do. Because when you're comfortable around dogs, that makes you vulnerable. It makes you unprepared. It makes you blind. And it makes you deaf. Because you never know when they're going to attack you or someone else. And when it does happen, they're going to be shocked. They're going to say the same old script that they always said. It never bit before. It didn't do this before. It didn't do that before. It didn't do this before. All over again. So being comfortable, being a dog nut, being ignorant to dogs, and to the facts is horrible. And it's people like this that have been easily turned, that easily are turning other people, that are responsible for the way dog culture is today. And this person says, that sucks, I'm sorry. A lot of people are just rude. You don't like dogs. Some of them are just rude. Well, there you have it. Again, this is what I'm here for. I'm here to shine the light on this repulsive culture. Repulsive dog culture. What? 40 minutes already? Oh my goodness. I'm not even 40 minutes. I don't know if I can stop in an hour. I may go an hour and a half because I have a lot to show. But 40 minutes already. Look at this one. How safe are pit bulls? Ever since one of my family members was bitten by one, I'm scared of them. You'll get all kinds of sappy answers like it depends on the dog, it depends on the owner, blah, blah, blah. The fact is that pit bulls, which compose only 6 EP45 of dog population in the US are responsible for over 60% of fatal dog attacks. Let's give this guy a clap. Again, they're most aggressive. They attack without warning. These two genetics give the pit bull an advantage in fighting. Doesn't matter how the dog is raised. Doesn't matter about the individual dog. Every single pit bull is a ticking time bomb. Again, I agree, and I don't give. Excuse my language again, but I don't give a shit if your pit bull has not attacked ever. I don't care if you had a pit bull since it was a puppy and it has never attacked ever. I don't care. That does not dismiss the many victims of pit bull attacks. It does not diminish that. It does not eliminate that. You cannot say because my pit bull didn't do it, that means pit bulls are all good. Even the fact that all the other pit bulls have killed. Again, I don't give a shit. Again, I look at these dogs as breeds, as an overall breed, not individual. Like you look at a lion, you're not gonna say, "Oh, this is a lion. Let's base it on individual." This is a crocodile or an alligator. Let's look at this as individual. That's dumb. That's stupid. That's why so many people have died. So many dog owners have died by dogs, by their own dog, because of these dumb mistakes. The facts are there, stats are there, the stories are there. Even the media that I dislike even tells us that pit bulls attack. They show stories after stories of pit bull attacks, dog attacks, over and over again. And you're going to ignore that. And look at the dog as individual. Who else fall under the umbrella term and are as safe as any dog? That's what this person says. This person says it totally depends on how you raise, how they are raised, just like any other dog. It is. I understand the reputation they have, a fierce jaw on them, but majority I have met. What? The majority I have met a really sweet people. They can be, from my experience, a little bit aggressive to dogs, but they're initially bred to be family dogs. Guys, I'm not joking when I say it's okay to hate dogs, because it really is. And I really should have said it's okay to hate dogs and hate these dog owners, because they spew some of the most ridiculous things ever. Ridiculous. Here we go again. You're about to read how sweet pit bulls are and how adorable they are, how great they are with children, blah, blah, blah. The truth is most people bitten every year by dogs are bitten by pit bulls. Let's give this guy a clap. With over 400 different breeds of dogs out there, why in the world would anyone other than a drug dealer own one of these disasters waiting to happen is beyond me. And he mentions, over 400 different dog breeds. Over 400 different dog breeds. Let's not include you can't find none of these in the wild. But with over 400 different dog breeds, and if you look at state by state of dog attacks, pit bulls dominate in each state. You look at the U.S. in total, pit bulls dominate in the United States for dog attacks, for dog deaths. And there's over 400 dog breeds. 400. And every story that I read, nearly every story that I read, it is always the pit bull. The pit bull is attacking. The pit bull killed. The pit bull this. The pit bull that. And I'm somewhat tired of talking about the pit bull. Like, it's always the pit bull. Always. So this is another clickbait article. Just want to show you real quick. Another one that starts off why I hate my dog, and then by the end, they're all lovey-dovey with this worthless mutt. So again, just be careful. Be careful, because a lot of these dog nuts, they use clickbait articles to get attention, I guess. I guess when people say, I don't know, I don't know if this works, if this allows more traffic, more attention, but they do it. So just watch for these clickbait articles. Make sure you read them from top to bottom. I hate my dog. Guess that doesn't work. That's unfortunate. All right, this is what it says. Now that I have children, I hate my pets, as in dog, and look forward to them passing away. What the hell is wrong with these people? I don't know what else to post, where else to post this, but unfortunately I stumbled upon a page where parents are venting about how much they hate their pets now that they have children, and I'm effing seething. One person said that animals suck once they understand the joy of children. Others vented that dogs are always in the way, and that these terrible dogs have audacity to bark and demand attention from their owners. Others shared that they had to rehome the dogs and cats because they became too annoying once baby arrived. Basically, these breeders are neglecting their pets and then complaining that their neglected pets have needs and want love. I'm legitimately sick to my stomach thinking about these innocent dogs stuck in these shitty households being treated like their burden just for existing. So this is a post about people having children and then hating their dog. And this person is against that. This person is triggered. This person is triggered by the fact that people, mothers, fathers, love their children and hate the dog. This person is triggered because this human being is picking their life, their blood, over a worthless mutt, and this person is upset about it. Again, a lot of rude people. And this is the child-free section. Man, like, I hate people. I'm not going to keep that a secret. I hate people. But I'm not supporting child-free. I'm not like these people. Like this person. No, not this person. Where did it say? I forgot what it says, but there's a comment that was like the baby's ugly or something like that. But again, I'm not like that. I am not like. I may hate people, but I'm never, ever gonna put a child, a baby, on the same platform as dogs. I'm never ever gonna put the dog on a higher platform than children. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous, man. How anyone could do that. How anyone could even defend that. If someone putting the child on a higher platform and eliminating the dog or not caring about the dog, how can they be triggered by that? Like, who cares? And if it was the other way around, the dog on a higher platform, no one would care about the child. We live in a messed up world. Again, I hate people. Some children, not all, some children are demons. No doubt. Some children are demons. Some children have probably the best parents, and they still turn out to be demons. But I rather work with children. I have been working with children for a long time. Very rewarding. Some children are devils. Some children make the day worse, and some children you're like, I hope this child leaves. Like you just hate this. You just hate this child because he's just a bad child. But I would never, join a group like this and spew this, and spew this rhetoric against children just to save a dog. Just to save a dog. Look at this. And this person says, I don't know how people could be like that. I had a coworker who, after his dog died, said the best part about dogs is I don't have one anymore. We gotta give this guy a clap. I know this was like a year old, or maybe already more than a year old, but we gotta give this guy a clap. We gotta give, again, like that's the perfect statement. But why would he keep a dog until he died is beyond me. But again, I know it's not about child free, but I stumbled on it. Just had to spew my 2 cents regarding this issue. No. So again, it's okay to hate dogs. It is okay to hate dogs. It's okay to hate your dog. Very much okay. Dog shelter stats. We're gonna look briefly at dog shelter stats real quick. There are what I wanted. All right, so a lot of these stats, they include. They're including all animals, when in reality it's really dogs. It's really dogs that are the majority. Where did I find? Sorry. Look at this. It says dog adoptions soared to 13 a day during the COVID pandemic. I'm going to touch more on this in a minute. As of a 90% benchmark, many no-kill shelters turn away unwanted pets as dog shelter statistics show. So since they're again, no-kill shelters makes no sense. I'm gonna touch. If I don't, I'll touch base on this later on. But let's move on. I'm gonna talk about that later, though. How many dogs are in a shelter? Even though the number of dog shelters has declined, there's still too many abandoned, worthless mutts. Let's see the precise numbers. More than 6 million pets enter animal shelters across the U.S. every year. Shelter statistics estimate that an unspayed dog and her puppies can produce 67,000 dogs in just 6 years if left unchecked. One female oh. Okay, it's about dogs. A quarter of dogs abandoned in shelters are purebred. Humane Society statistics reveal almost 20% of the dogs that enter local animal shelters have a documented pedigree. Most of the purebred dogs in shelters are pit bulls. Sadly, they're among the least wanted dogs in the U.S. Out of all the strays that enter U.S. animal shelters, over 100,000 dogs are returned to their owners, and 90. Okay, it's not about cats, but yeah. Over 1.6 dogs are adopted from shelters every year. So yeah, over 625,000 were euthanized in 2019. Again, I guarantee most of it is dogs. Most of it has to be dogs. Well, I spoke too soon. More cats are killed than dogs, apparently. I wonder why that is. About 625,000 cats and dogs entered U.S. shelters in 2019. More dogs enter shelters, but more cats are killed. I wonder why that is. Majority of the cats that enter shelters don't have owner identification, and thus are less likely to be returned to their owners. Okay. This is I didn't know that. I did not know that. I know I spoke too soon. Euthanasia means good death. Oh. Oh, no, 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 no. Euthanasia means good death. I want to see if how a painless killing of a patient suffering from an incurable, painful disease. Don't see it. Cause I don't. Yeah. The word of euthanasia itself comes from the Greek words "ou," I'm guessing it's "ou," good, and "thanatos," which is death. So every time you say a dog has been euthanized, you're saying this dog had a good death. This dog mauled a baby, a child to death, and this pit bull gets the good death. Wow. Wow. That's sad. Meanwhile, they're calling it the death penalty, death row. You get put on the firing squad. You get hanged if you're human. But dogs, they get the good death after mauling a person to death. I'm going to share that in a separate video because I didn't know that. I did not know that. Oh no, I'm past an hour. I have a lot to do. I'm probably going to go maybe an hour, 30, 40 maybe. I have a lot to share today, like always. Yeah, I really went over that in the other video, other article. So in animal shelters, these are the percentages of dogs to cats. Yeah. Yeah, so I kind of already went through that. Let's see. Back to sender. Why dogs are returned. Common reasons why dogs are returned. The report did find that the potential pet parents who were rigid in their pet parents. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Anyways, the reason why dogs are returned: unexpected cost, human health issues, destructive behaviors, disobedience, barking, hyperactivity, and aggression. Don't change your mind. So again, these articles are about changing the mind of people that don't want their dog anymore. They want you to assess the issue. I mean, they really want you to keep this dog. Look at this nasty thing. Ugh, disgusting. Very bad options when you don't want your dog anymore. Who cares? Final thoughts. They say, whatever your reason, if you decide you don't want your dog anymore, please take the above suggestions into consideration. As best friend says, be creative, positive, persistent when rehoming your dog. There are many animals needing homes at any one time. Why do these things need homes? Like, why does a dog need a home? I still don't understand that. A dog needs a home? Why? If this is a real animal and they're so great, why do they need to be stuck in homes? I don't understand it. Dogs are not essential. Dogs are not like eating. Dogs are not like a car, water. Dogs are just, it's like, it's optional. It is. And people choose to have them in. So why is it like we need dogs? Why do they push this type of nonsense? Why do they need a home? If they go to the shelter to get fed, do all that crap, I think they're fine. I don't think dogs know they're going to a home. I don't think dogs care. All they want to do is eat. They're at a shelter, they eat. What more do they want? A home? A home to what? To terrorize people? To be a problem? To be annoying? No, I know what it is. It's all about money. It comes down again. It's about the money, and it's about the money. It really is. It's really about the money. And again, this article is just about citing. This thing's so goddamn ugly. This article is just about persuading you to keep the dog or to just don't listen to this. I'm just showing you that there are articles out there that there are people, organizations out there that try to persuade you to keep a dog. And again, you don't need a dog. Period. And they also add some dog behavior problems are resolved by paying a person, a dog trainer. Doing this, cutting the dog's testicles off, and enroll a dog in a daycare center. Like, all this crap. All this costs is money, like tons of money. All for a dog? A dog, doesn't a dog need its testicles? I think a dog needs its testicles more than it needs to live in a home. They want to force these things in a home, then what happens next? We cut off their testicles. What? These dog lovers are cutting off dogs' testicles, people. And they're saying that they need a home. Isn't this not abusive? Tell me this is not abusive behavior. To cut off a dog's testicles. This is ridiculous. And then they're going to say this dog needs a home. I think this dog needs its stuff back. Somehow. More than it needs a home. This also has, again, this pet parent garbage. You made the choice to bring them into your life. That's a bad choice. So you're going to accept them for who they are. No dog owner. No smart, intelligent dog owner accepts a dog for who they are. That's why they train the hell out of a dog. They put the dog into training school so the dog doesn't behave like a dog. So the dog can behave what this person wants them to behave like. You're not accepting them for who they are. If you're accepting them for who they are, you would not train them. You would not tell them to sit or to move or to do that. You would let them terrorize your house. That's what you would do. You let them piss and shit in your house. But they don't do that. They do not accept dogs for who they are because they train them, then they cut off their junk, they cut off their ears, their tails, they spray paint them, they do all this crap to dogs. And they're saying they accept dogs for who they are. That's bullshit. Pure bullshit. You gotta find common ground, or you're just going to expect them to conform to what you want them to be. Isn't that the point of having a dog, so the dog could behave what you want it to be? Isn't that the whole point of having these slaves, these dogs? Unless you're a pit nutter, maybe. I don't know. You're going to prove to them they are worth your effort. Why? Why does anyone have to prove to any dog that you're worth an effort? Do dogs care? I don't think a dog gives a damn. Dogs don't even know where they are. They don't know what they're doing. All they want to do is eat. They don't even know your name. They don't even know what color you live. They don't even know your favorite stuff to do. They don't even know anything about you, really. This is bad. Are you just going to give them... Are you going to give up on them like everyone else? Yes. I would give up on a dog. Better yet, I would end the dog there now. Like, I would end it. Like, why let this dog suffer in these cages? if why let him suffer? Like, why let them suffer their diseases, their defectiveness, their disabilities? Why bother? Why let them suffer without their junk? Why? They're worthless. They do nothing. They do nothing anyways. So what's the point of dogs? Like, they do nothing for themselves anyways. They do nothing. Every time you look at a picture or video of dogs, they're doing absolutely nothing. They do nothing. They're just sitting there doing nothing. They don't do a single thing for themselves, period. Just end it. Alright. 8 behavioral problems common with shelter dogs. Again, they list anxiety, aggression, resource guarding, destructive behavior, house training regression, poor social skills, leash reactivity, bear-related aggression. Oh, constant whining. This is so overwhelming. Whew. Oh my goodness. Man's best friend is full of so much problems here. You gotta accept them for who they are. Accept them for their anxiety. Accept them for being destructive. Accept them for being bad, poor social skills. Man. People want these things. Lack of structure. Again, all those stray dogs you see, usually they're just sitting there in a corner doing absolutely nothing. They're doing nothing. Dogs don't have structure. They don't have structure. They're incompetent, they're dumb, they're lazy, they're worthless. About structure, about lack of structure. What structure? Tire them out. A tired dog is a happy dog. No. You okay? If someone is tired, that means they're not gonna have the energy to do certain things, to do things. So, and if you're tired, you're not really happy. You're just exhausted. So this is just a bunch of bullshit. Excuse my language, but this is bullshit. A tired dog is a happy dog? What kind of bullshit is this? How do they make up this nonsense? Crate training, give them distractions. Music therapy. Oh, this is just. Whew, man, this is a long list of freaking garbage. I don't even want to go through this. I'm not going through all of this, but this is a lot. Oh my god, this is a lot. This is a lot. YouTube for dogs. TV for dogs. There are YouTube videos for dogs now. Man. I'm telling you, man. I am telling you. Don't change your mind about these dogs. Don't do it. Don't do it. If you're going to give up a dog, give it away. Don't double think it. Don't overthink it. Just do it. You have nothing to lose if you have no dog. Just like the other article, you don't have to worry about all that nonsense. I couldn't even chance to read it all because it's so overwhelming. I just wanted to show you how overwhelming a lot of these dog nuts are. These dogs are just overwhelming. You need a dog, and you gotta do all these things for a dog, and in the end, for what? An empty pocket? Less money in the bank account? This is no shame in hating dogs. Is it ever okay to return a dog to a shelter? This person says, yes, one of the dogs I adopted turned out to be aggressive. I personally wouldn't. I got my dog and when she was 3 and I was her third and final home. I was told she'd go at a child. What I wasn't told is that she was dirty and destructive. It was rough to begin with. She settled down eventually, and now she's a good, clean, worthless mutt. Returning her to the kennel was never an option. I believe yes. It is a very hard thing to do. I've kept animals as fosters. And why do they? I just noticed that I've been seeing this word quite a bit lately. Fosters. These are words they use for children. Now they're using it for dogs. They've probably been using this for a long time, but I'm just noticing it now. They're really tough, but I could never imagine returning them to their previous circumstance. But my children are grown. A dog creates risk for kids, for itself, or to you. You should definitely be returned. No, they've been through enough. That is cruel. It is if the dog has an issue that the shelter did not reveal to you at the time for adoption. That's another thing I'll go through on a later date. A lot of these shelters lie about dogs, saying they're this, they don't have this, and then you take it home, the dog attacks. A lot of these shelters, again, they're liars. Liars, and it's no surprise. I hate dogs and honestly feel judged. What bothers me more than dogs themselves, I think, is the assumption that I'm supposed to love them. The fact that I'm not allowed not to without being casted. Dog lovers simply cannot understand that someone doesn't think the same way they do. The fact that you might possibly not think their dog is as incredible as what? as incredible as they do, didn't even cross their mind until you told them so. I'm not really sure why this is the way of the world. It's perfectly acceptable to hate cats. So I've never seen cat owners bring their cat anywhere outside their houses. It's practically fashionable to hate children. So this person hates dogs, and they're judged by it. No surprise. And dog nuts are very unique people. They're unique because they have this entitlement, this obsession, this addiction, this desire for dogs. They will praise and worship the dog, but they will put down cats. They'll hate cats. They'll hate children. But you dare say you hate a dog? It's like you shattered, it's like you burnt a flag, a national flag or something. It's okay to hate anyone else, but you dare hate dogs. It's like the worst thing you can do. And I say, I don't care. And I get how this person is feeling. You're being judged by it. They're saying stuff. But I say, who cares? I mean, we cannot beg for dog lovers to not behave the way they do. We can't do that. We can help them and, keep putting out the facts, but we cannot beg for them to stop. It's not going to happen. They're not just going to stop like this. Dog lovers are dog lovers. They're going to behave like dog nuts. That's what dog nuts do. They behave like dog nuts. Behave rude, obnoxious, repulsive, ignorant. That's what they do. This dog culture it's a cult. Man, it just makes people so stupid. Guilty and stigma. I hate when people adopt dogs only to return them. The person also adds, also when people buy puppies, take them to the pound when they're no longer puppies. Your friend did this. That's fudged up. I'm way too empathetic. I can't pronounce that word. Towards animals and dogs, and would rather stick it out with a very difficult dog than just bail on them. This person rather put up with a worthless mutt than bail on them, than to give them up. So this person rather have their life be tarnished by a dog. That's a dog. All this dog culture it's hilarious. My neighbor just did this, got a puppy for his kid for Christmas, and he didn't even keep it through February. Who cares about you? Who cares about you? I know, but it's a lot better than people just dumping them on the side road. I agree. You dump them on the side road, they find someone else to maul, and that's unacceptable. So I rather they find a volcano and just dump these dogs in the volcano, but rather than leaving them on a street. So there's some opinions about this. That's what it says. You should do a lot of research into the exact breed of dog you're getting, even if you've had other dogs before. This means the same thing can be said towards this vile dog culture. Do some research, and you'll see how vile dogs are, how disgusting dogs owners are, how manipulated the dog media is, and how this dog agenda is being pushed by the dog industry. But they rather, like this person rather put up with a horrible, annoying dog than to send it away. This world is messed up. And again, how to stop feeling guilty over returning your dog. Again, they add the reason why people get a dog, companion for you. What does that mean, companion? Like, what does that exactly mean? A person or animal with whom you spend a lot of time with, whom one travels. One of a pair of things intended to complement or match each other. A dog. So they need a companion, so they go and get a dog. A dog. It's hilarious just thinking about it. I need a companion, so I'm going to go out and get a dog. It's so stupid. Oh my god. It doesn't make any sense. Valid reasons for returning a dog. You have serious issues with the dog that is affecting your happiness or that of your family. You tried all reasonable avenues within the limitations of your time, financial resources to fix the problem. Under these circumstances, it's probably best to admit defeat in both of your interests. Again, it's like they just need to cater to this dog. Like, why are they so emotionally attached to these dogs? Like, it's just so ridiculous. It is ridiculous. They also add, failed training, separation anxiety, bad behavior, affordability, housing, growing family, not a lifelong relationship. Who cares? And this is the picture they use, man. They use these ugly, nasty things to manipulate people, and this actually works. This ugly thing works. Like, no real animal looks this hideous. But I can't believe something so hideous can attract many people. Man, I've been going on I said I only want to do this for an hour, and I'm at an hour and a half. I'm gonna go through this and I'm gonna take a break because I am tired. I feel sleepy right now. Returning a rescue dog, what to do when your new friend, oh my goodness, isn't working out. You try before returning a rescue dog. Consult the shelter. They said do more training, bring a professional to train the dog again. How to return a dog, and then they add you're gonna feel guilty for returning the dog. Now they're trying to avoid you, trying to prevent you from. They're adding options. I'm sorry, I'm just tired. They had options to avoid returning a rescue dog. Rehome the dog yourself. Contact a dog rescue charity. All this nonsense for a dog. A worthless dog. If these things are so great, why do they rely on people so much? They rely on people, at the same time they cause people so much grief. Ugh, man, I'm tired. I'm gonna go through this real fast. I'm very sleepy right now. I returned my rescue dog to the shelter, and I hate myself now. Second. I bought a 6-month German Shepherd home 4 days ago, returned him back to the shelter yesterday. I live in an apartment, and after 3 days, he started feeling confined and anxious with lack of support. And this being my first time adopting a rescue dog, somehow the universe conspired and decided to take him back, thinking that staying with me will only worsen his situation. Again, don't be like this person. Don't be like this person. This emotional attachment to dogs, it's unhealthy. This person is literally beating herself because of a dog. I feel like a jerk returning a dog I recently adopted. I don't even know why I'm sharing this, because I'm sure people who chastise me. He's about 5 years old, and nowhere in his profile did it say he was leash reactive or high prey drive when you go out for walks. He is super alert about squirrels, rabbits, small dogs. He will pull excessively and twist. She didn't know about the prey drive. If she had known about it, she wouldn't have applied to adopt a worthless mutt. She doesn't have patience for worthless mutts. And she didn't have the money to throw down the toilet, to pay for a trainer to tell the dog what to do. Even though, despite this worthless behavior, she thinks this dog is still a good dog. Again, only dogs can attack people, kill other animals, and that thing can be called a good dog. I feel like a jerk because I did not realize all the complexity of owning a dog before this experience, and it became crystal clear very quickly. Again, don't be like this person. Please don't be like this person. It's unhealthy. You're adding stress that should not exist anyways to yourself. Don't do it. It's not worth it. End of the day, it's just a worthless mutt. It's a worthless mutt. This person again returned my dog to the shelter today. Please berate me or offer sympathy. I just feel awful right now. For a few months, I've been considering getting a companion for my dog. Adopted 3-year-old rat terrier. What is a rat terrier? Oh, wow. I'm scared to know. That's a rat. Oh, God. Rat. I'm so tired. So she went to the shelter to pick up a beagle and somehow walked out with a Chihuahua mix. Most likely a pit bull. I'll call him D for the rest of the post. The beagle went in for what was older than it had. What? The beagle I went in for was older and had said online and did not seem playful enough for my dog. I volunteered at the shelter, was very pushy about me taking D instead, and assured me he was a house trained and good with the other dogs, would be perfect. I really should have just gone home and continued my search. I really wish I had, but instead I took D home with a 3-day trial period. So this person, due to pressure by the other dog nuts, she took this pit bull. I know damn well it's a pit bull. And this is my first dog, and D did not get along, and I thought I was going to have to take D back. The idea was taking the dog back to the shelter seemed like something I would never do, so I waited, and by the end of the 3-day period, I thought it would get better. It did. Yada, yada, yada. So she pretty much returned the dog and now feels bad. She feels guilty knowing that many people would have worked these behavior problem out with him. But that I just said enough and give him back. I feel awful. I'm sorry about the reading, but I'm just so tired. Like I'm tired. I'm trying to end this. Again, this has to be a mental illness. I call it dog nuttery. To be so emotionally, mentally, physically attached to dogs, to where you have to return a dog back. You feel bad for yourself for returning a dog. This person literally is sacrificing herself to be attacked by other dog nuts. A dog nut who returned a dog wants to be sacrificed, or crucified, I should say, by other dog nuts because they returned a dog. This is a sickening behavior. People are sick. And this person also is like, another person could have done better for his pup. Who cares, man? It's a dog, man. These dogs don't give a shit about anything. They're worthless. This dog culture is horrible, man. It's really bad. How people could be this way towards dogs. They could end relationships with their family, with people, and they wouldn't care. But with a dog, it's like it stresses them out. All this unneeded stress. Like, why? This has to stop. Has to stop. I'm not going to go through, but you guys get the point. Because I'm tired. Like, right now I am tired. I may go through this next time. I am so tired right now. Sometimes when I talk for too long, I get tired. I get too tired. So I'm gonna end it there for now. I'm gonna call this one. It's okay to hate dogs. And call it. It's okay. It's sorry. I'm so tired. You hear all the mistakes I'm making. It's because I'm tired. If I'm making so much mistakes like that, that means I'm tired. Because when I'm tired, it's like I'm unfocused. I do things that I wouldn't do. I'm horrible. I'm a wreck when I'm tired. So this is just evidence of how bad I am when I'm tired. So, hey dogs, it's okay. It's going to be part 1. Maybe tomorrow I'll do part 2. Again, hope you learned something in this first part. And I'm going to end it there. So this is another Worthless Mutts. And remember, it's okay to hate dogs. Thank you for joining me. And hope you have a dog-free evening.